What's up, y'all? It's DD Conway, and y'all love the first Valley Crashout video so much that I went straight to making part 2.
Wow.
This time we'll honor even more characters that snapped correctly. These are moments where the character lost their mind with purpose, morally right, spiritually approved, will overdue Valley Crashout moments. In the comments below, tell me what moment you feel I missed. Also, hit the hype button on this video.
Smoking grits and selling chickens, call that painted living. It's Gucci. Lemons on the chain with the V-cuts. Lemons on the...
Nino Brown was a drug dealer who didn't give a damn about the long-term effects of crack. He was a real Gotham City final boss-ass nigga that turned a whole block into a crack-themed Six Flags. He had niggas like Pookie walking around looking like they lost a battle to some concrete.
That shit just be calling me, man. Be calling me, man. I just gotta go to it.
I smell a little crack in you.
Honestly, when you were responsible for a bunch of people walking around looking like boogeyman minions, you bound to have your day where you take a permanent nap. So it's no surprise that the old man that played by Bill Cobbs would go on to give Nino a hot bowl of bullet stew.
Valentine, your soul is required in hell.
Said nigga, are you dead? My nigga said yeah.
Was this a valid crash out? Absolutely. Old dude probably watched his friends, cousins, co-workers, and the whole block go from thriving citizens in a thriving area to just cracked out and everything zombie-like. The legal system failed him and gave Nino an easy way out. They pretty much just let him go. So yes, the old man became like a Negro Avenger. And he took matters into his own hands. So you can't really blame him. Like, I think it was a valid crash out. Not necessarily saying it's right, but it's a valid crash out. If anyone can see what a block looks like or watch a block go from sugar to shit, it's old people. And that was probably someone that stayed and saw everything physically deteriorate. So yeah, he probably was rightfully mad. I do not blame him. Valid crash out. When you're at a black family gathering and you hear someone ask who made something out loud, it's almost like a form of judgment more than it really is a question. It's one of those questions that as soon as you ask it, it creates an immediate tension in the air. When you're visiting said black family or you're the guest being introduced to said black family, asking who made something is a crazy ass question. Next character on this list asked that same question and got put in the blender immediately, as he should have. It comes from the extra low budget flick Who Made the Potato Salad. Valid crash out. Refer back to what I said earlier. Asking who made something at a black family gathering can already be petty as hell. It can already be something that seems petty amongst family. When you are the new guest to the family, you shouldn't be asking who made what at all. When you new, you're supposed to use your eyes to make the best judgment on the food. If it looks good, you try it. Worst comes to worst, you throw that hoe away face down if it's not good. If it looks bad, you keep going and act like you never saw it. This syndromic bullfrog looking ass nigga asks who made the potato salad, and he don't know nobody there. You didn't do nothing but set yourself up for a bunch of unnecessary ass questions, or for the family to fight about the truth that nobody really wanted to say out loud.
There's nothing wrong.
The crash out was valid. Her potato salad was probably trash, garbage truck juice. But she made a valid point. Him knowing wouldn't have mattered because you don't know nobody here. Best thing you could have did was put your head down, bruh, and avoided the potato salad and not ask no questions.
I said, don't ask. I said, don't ask. No questions.
Unwarranted disrespect is not something that most people appreciate. How everyone responds to it is different. You have those that can totally ignore it and go about their business. Then you have those who have patience until you press the right button. And then they proceed to turn into another person and get on your ass. That's exactly what happened when Caine crashed out and beat the brakes off Chauncey in Menace to Society.
Man, come on.
Fatality.
Very valid crash out. If you watch Menace to Society, go back and watch Chauncey. You will see that there are a couple different times in this movie where he said some slick shit to Caine and Caine just let it go. Even in this situation, Caine had patience and Caine was trying to do his best to just let it go.
Whoa, calm down, Jamal. Don't pull out the 9.
But it's only so much disrespect even the most patient person will take. even if that disrespect is from a friend or somebody you consider like an OG or older person within your life that helps you. Then you got Chauncey, lug nut sandwich eating ass, to play with Caine. Girl, of all the people you could play with, you choose to play with the person that he likes. You basically daring Caine to come whoop your ass, and Caine answered the call proudly. Once you disrespect another man's woman, or even if it's a woman in the said situation and the roles are reversed, however you put it, once you disrespect that person that a person loves and or they lay down with, all bets off. You wanted a response, you probably gonna get one when you do that. This a valid crash out. Picture this, you make it to the NFL, not some semi-pro Kroger parking lot league. You have money, fame, overall you have a blessed life, and then you decide that you want to get married. Then boom.
Boom.
You find out your best friend was out here running reed pipe options with your fiance. And you find out about it in a book that your best friend wrote and published. That would make anyone want to crash out.
I am made whole today upon your angelic face.
Lance from The Best Man was done dirty as hell. This man is on the stage knowing that his best friend gave his fiance the meats. Had that boy sick to his stomach, calling her angelic. Knowing his best friend gave her angelic back shots is nasty work, and the crash out was justified.
You fucked me up.
Oh, what the fuck you doing, man?
Valid crash out. Mia didn't owe Lance any type of loyalty at that point when it happened, because she was on a get back mission for all the stuff Lance did to her in the past. That's understandable. What's not understandable is the fact that she threw the bait to his best friend took the bait, that being Harper. The one person that did owe Lance loyalty is Harper. And it's crazy just the way that it happened, because Harper had no reason to write about this in a book at all. And I feel like to write about it in a book, even after the fact of your betrayal, shows that one, you not sorry, and two, it's like you trying to rub it in and basically let Lance know like, yeah, bro, I hit your girl.
I'm here to exercise your bitch, man.
I always felt like it was one of the dumbest decisions, because surely you had to know that he was going to find out. Harper tried to do everything he could to suppress it and keep it from being within the friend group, but his friend group put two and two together so quick. Lance was actually low-key dumb as hell because he was so slow to even realize it. When he did find out, I felt like he was justified. You don't expect your best friend, somebody that you are about to call your best man, to be the one to actually betray you. If it was Mia, then I feel like, yeah, he would have been sick about it. Yeah, it would have. If it would have sucked. But if it was anybody else other than Harper, somebody that was in their immediate friend group, Lance probably wouldn't have been as mad. Nobody would probably even know. Harper doing it was the ultimate betrayal. And then how he did it, just justified ass whooping. This next character had a lifetime subscription of being disrespected, dismissed, and dogpiled on by his family. Rosco Jenkins from the movie Welcome Home, Rosco Jenkins was a true black sheep of his family. They treated Rosco like he was a second-class citizen, almost like they didn't know him.
Okay, you better get your butterfinger-eating ass back in the car. I may not hit a woman, but I'll beat a bitch's ass.
Oh, is that what you gonna do?
Yeah.
That's what you gonna do? You gonna...
His family didn't really believe in his dreams, and his dad was simping for another child that wasn't even his. Seemed like his dad liked Clyde more than he liked Rosco. You throw in the fact that his family members treated him just as bad. This is one big recipe for an eventual crash out moment.
Buying some fancy TV? For that bullshit show of yours?
Yes! Yes, Daddy! Yes! Give me some credit! Show me some damn credit!
Wake your bitch ass up, Lucky Charms.
So Clyde gets off easy again. It wasn't just me out there, Daddy. I know he lost his father, but why did I have to lose mine too? Why, Daddy?
They crash out. Rosco did what many people do when they go off and never talk to family again, or they keep in rare contact. They got mad at him for leveling up his life and seeming as though he became bougie and too good for them, but in reality, they are the reasons why he even ran off in the first place. It's a valid crash out because they basically subjected Rosco to a lot of mental and emotional abuse and was a toxic ass family. Rosco never was given the love and appreciation he should have been given. Just his dad meat riding Clyde and you mad that he doesn't come around, but don't want to take accountability for why he doesn't want to come around. Then the mom trash as hell because her little dancing pancake looking ass only decided to speak up to tell her husband that he was wrong after years of the abuse. You don't get to mentally and emotionally abandon your kid and still be righteous. Rosco Pop's moon pie skin ass is the reason why some of these folks grow older and put their parents in homes. No acknowledgement, and bruh never even said he was sorry.
Cut that bitch off!
Strip clubs have thick women shaking and clapping ass. This next character worked in a strip club but couldn't clap no ass at all. Diamond from the Players Club had 2 crash out moments. She was a stand-up family member that opened her house to Ebony with the big ass draws just to be disrespected.
Don't you think you may want to put some clothes on?
For what? Lance? He ain't nobody.
Me personally, I wouldn't take this level of disrespect.
Ebony Lil Boosie Faye having ass caused the first crash out, a satisfying moment of Diamond popping her ass in the mouth one good time. It's justified because don't bite the hand that feeds you. Ebony was dead ass wrong, and Diamond really should have done more. The biggest crash out moment though came when Diamond got to get her get back for the assault Ronnie and her brother caused on Ebony.
It's bitches like you to make it hard for women like me. That's for Ebony. That's for me.
Valley crash out. Ronnie was already a bully bad girl that needed that ass whoop one good time. Ronnie was already the type of person that if you don't address the disrespect the first time, you'll keep dealing with it until you end up putting hands on them. Diamond put up with it for as long as she could, but once Ronnie went to set up Ebony the way that she did, everything was off. Diamond stepped up and ended up crashing out on her like she should have. It's family first. We can go through the worst, but allowing someone to assault my family member won't be tolerated. And Diamond showed Ronnie that. For the number 4 entry, Hear Me Out. We stand with the Players Club, but hear me out. St. Louis was more than justified for shooting that club up about his money.
There's anybody here don't want to get murdered? Get the fuck out!
Let's be real. Dollar Bill owed St. Louis like $60,000. St. Louis only wanted like 10 of it back. Instead of paying that money back, Dollar Bill did everything he could to avoid paying the money when he was given more than enough time. And bruh, you work in a strip club. You the owner of a strip club. And your strip club booming. There's ass cheeks everywhere. You could have made that $10,000 in one night damn near. Just fictionally. You could have made that. That shouldn't have been a problem. Especially the way he was taking money from everybody. You taking money from the DJ, bro. This shouldn't have been a problem at all. Bro was just being cheap and didn't want to pay it back. St. Louis wasn't wrong. And the reason why I say he wasn't wrong was because they lived a fast life. If Dollar Bill borrowed money from him, then you know you gonna have to pay it back, or you know exactly what's gonna happen. He know exactly where you operate. This was kind of a stupid thing to not pay it back. And then he cut the deal in more than half. 60,000 to 10, that's a good deal. Dollar Bill was stupid because he got everybody else set up. You put everybody else at risk because you wanted to be cheap. But St. Louis wasn't wrong. When you living that type of life, that fast life, that's what come with it. You know he not finna go to the police about it, so the next best thing is to air it out.
Do something to make me feel better.
The Color Purple is a depressing ass movie about an abusive monster trick moose looking ass nigga named Mister. Mister was a gorilla pimp simp that treated Celie like a doormat.
What's gotten into you? I'm calling you for an hour. Now get my shave and don't keep me waiting.
Gotcha, bitch.
Celie was beat down physically, mentally, and emotionally for years. She carried the weight of her family while never being able to truly have a voice for herself because Mister was gonna hoe her every time. So when she finally got to speak up for herself and let Mister know he was a hoe ass nigga, it was a very satisfying moment.
Then die.
Did I ever ask you for anything? Did I ever ask you for anything? I never asked you for nothing, not even your sorry ass hand in marriage. No.
Is this a depressing ass movie? Yes. But did she have a valid crash out? Yes. I think Celie deserved to speak up for herself after not having a voice and being abused for years. I think she had her family broken apart and was basically handed a lifelong trauma on a silver platter. Her crash out to me represented a moment of just breaking free from the chains that was holding her down. And she deserved to speak up and say something about it and get everything back that she lost. She couldn't get everything, but at least she got her family back and her freedom. Number 2 is why you should never mess with the quiet kid in class. People that are quiet are sometimes quiet for a reason, and disturbing their peace like you Ludacris can probably bring you some type of hell. Number 2 on this list is Carrie. Valid crash out. Carrie never bothered anyone, and she was the type of person that damn near wouldn't even hurt a fly. So to see people go out their way the whole movie to sit right here and disrespect her was insane. I feel like it's one of the most vindictive moments on this list, but I feel like it's one of the more moments where the character did a messed up crash out, but they are valid in what they did. You just don't mess with quiet people. And throwing blood on somebody is just as bad, if not worse, than spitting on somebody. It's an ultimate form of disrespect. It's your bodily fluids. They went out their way to disrespect her. And it's not because she did anything to them. She was minding her business, and again, is the type of person that wouldn't hurt a fly. When you see people messing with those type of people, I just genuinely think you don't like your life. Because even when you mess with the most gentle person, you have to know that eventually they're gonna flip that switch. How that person flips that switch, you don't get to determine. You don't get to disrespect somebody, then determine what the outcome is. You don't get to disrespect somebody and then determine how they disrespect you back. You may slap them. They may shoot you. That's just the consequences that you got to deal with when you doing something you shouldn't be doing from the beginning. Then to everybody that want to laugh, y'all had to deal with her pain too. One thing that I'm glad that my parents taught me is the fact that you can't sit back and laugh at everybody. It's one thing to do it amongst your friends and people that you know. It's another thing to just be sitting back watching somebody get bullied and you laughing. You never know how that person is feeling. And you never know if that person saw you laugh. Was she wrong for getting everybody in that gym? No, because damn near everybody up in there laugh. That's what them folk get. Now, my number 1 spot was originally held for another character, but I got on the phone with my brother and one of my best friends, and we started debating on if Mike from the Why Did I Get Married series was wrong. So I want to leave with number 1 by asking, do you think Mike from the Why Did I Get Married series was wrong for his crash out at the dinner table?
Telling secrets, man.
No. Come on, Marcus. Y'all talking about me? You put my secret out there. Let's put everybody's secret on the table, shall we?
I don't think he was wrong. If you just put aside his actions and how you feel about how he did Sheila, he wasn't wrong. This is the definition of a crash out. He brought everybody business to the light. I feel like he wasn't wrong because everybody's sitting at the table acting like they so perfect. Everybody's sitting at the table and everybody looking at him crazy for what he doing. But y'all are freely telling y'all business and how y'all feel about y'all's spouse to damn near the whole room. Like, you can't look at him crazy and be calling him out when you know you've been telling your business too. I'm not finna sit right here and say his actions as far as how he did Sheila was right. But I think in that moment, I didn't blame Mike for going ahead and crashing out like that. Like, that's a moment that is the definition of a crash out. In the comments below, tell me what you think. And hit the hype button on this video right now.
Smoking grits and selling chickens, call that painted living. It's Gucci.